to tell a story from A to Z, that's not easy. I guess the part that is a bit difficult is trying to illustrate an image, trying to paint the image for an audience to sort of like not lose themselves while you're explaining and you're telling your story. That's what I'm doing right now while I'm waiting for the traffic to kind of end before I can drive home. 2025, the year of our Lord, I think I want to become a bit more honest. And you know, as I say, honesty is the best policy, right? So I'm going to try to be a bit more honest. I'm going to try to show a bit more of honesty with my business, with what I've shared with you guys, what I've said on here. And so I think it's good to be honest because it sets the ground for being trustworthy. If you tell the truth, people trust you, people consider you as a trustworthy person, so they trust you with some of their own, even private and personal things. I will try to be honest. I'm never always 100% honest, but I try to be honest. I try to be honest. I try to make sure that I'm always telling the truth, even though it may jeopardize my own well-being or get me into trouble. I try to do that. I will try to do that more often. So why do I think it's best to work with this whole thing with honesty? I believe because a lot of the times we get confused with the information that we are provided, the information and things that we are shared with, or the things that are shared with us on social media, the things that are shared with us online. On the 3rd of January, I got a letter from the CPICC stating that they want to deregister my business because obviously I have not been paying tax as a business owner. When you are a business owner, you have to give back tax based on the revenue you've acquired while running your business to the government. Unfortunately, I have not been doing that for the sole reason because I've been doing bad as a business owner. I've been doing really bad. But again, we're gonna try to be honest, like I said, and that's my honest truth. That's the only business update I have today. So I can't lie to you guys and say I'm doing okay, but I was doing really bad. I've gone through things, I've experienced things within my business. So my goal lately has been to make enough money and also have people kind of get an opportunity to work with me and under me as well. You know, hire someone to do a job, to get a job, you know, to kind of give them an opportunity. But I haven't been able to reach to that point because I personally have not been a good business manager. Managing my own side hustles, my own business, it has not been that great. It's easy for me to say when I have to manage another person's business and to have to manage my own, right? And I don't know why that's the case. I guess it's because of the consequence that comes with managing someone else's business. When it's my own thing, I don't really do it that well. The reason why I really think I've been struggling a lot is because life is all about seeking abundance, right? I'm seeking abundance. I'm trying to figure out where I want to be in the next 4 to 5 years. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, what's my goal in life, what I'm trying to achieve. But there are always certain people that are kind of holding you back and holding you back from heading towards that direction. No matter how well you could make your plans, your goals, whatsoever, no matter how well you dream of this big idea, you always have certain individuals who may see the worst in that and they may not even want to believe in you. I don't necessarily think that you should walk every day in life assuming that everybody's going to believe in your dream. But what I do think should happen at least is you should have the kind of support system within your life that will always keep you motivated to keep going and to want to keep going and to keep searching. And I guess that's what I was lacking for a bit. If they're probably going to watch this and call me out to be a liar, like I said, I'm not going to lie from the beginning of the video, so I'm going to say the truth. I have often felt like most of my folks, most of my families, people around me are not as supportive of what I'm trying to achieve here. And it's only for the mere fact that maybe they don't know what I'm doing, maybe they don't know what exactly I'm trying to do, and also maybe it's just that they've never really put their mind and thought to exactly what I'm doing. But I can't hold them against that, and I can't be angry or hold a grudge towards them because of that. It's not really their fault. At the end of the day, I'm just stating my opinion and how I really feel about like doing all this, you know, business, e-commerce, side hustle thing, and it's the truth. Like, it's the truth. I don't get any support from anyone. I pretty much do everything on my own. Everything that I run is on my own, and I'm not ashamed to say that, but that's exactly where I found myself right now. Just opened up my eyes about being a foreigner and an immigrant. And being a foreigner and an immigrant is probably the worst experience ever. In the case that if you're not doing anything for survival, then you're only doing something to bring others down. Now, I'm not saying it's all foreigners, but you do get those types who are, let's call them gatekeepers, certain gatekeepers in life. And as a foreigner, as an immigrant, I've encountered a lot of gatekeeping, especially living here in this country. A lot of gatekeeping to the point where it's so unnecessary. So unnecessary, it's like you have even people who are supposedly in a church, people who are supposedly believers, people who are supposedly Christian, gatekeeping things that do not need to be gatekept. And when someone like myself come out and I try to share and maybe share, and for the sake of just sharing information that will be useful to the next person, you are cast out and seen as a stumbling block, and you are seen as an individual that does not deserve to be in certain circles. I don't know why that's the case, but for me, that lesson has just taught me to open up my eyes more and to accept the fact that whenever you are an immigrant or foreigner, you're always going to have a stumbling block, and you're always going to be at a disadvantage because of your own people and because of the people that you're trying to integrate into. People should not get me wrong. I'm not trying to victimize myself. I've never tried to victimize myself in any way possible. I think anybody who thinks to play the victimhood card is going to get them anywhere far. Yeah, they're going to definitely fail. Wherever you are as a foreigner, you're always going to be at a disadvantage. You're always going to have to seek the best documentation to kind of cover your ass. You're always going to have to try and make sure that you are always legal. And that experience alone is so traumatic. Sometimes it leaves you broken, it leaves you miserable, it makes you want to not be anywhere near, I guess I would say, people. It makes you want to feel like you're always it's like you're always like an outcast, but then at the same time also you're always trying to push and trying to, I don't know, man, I don't know what's the word that I'm looking for, but you don't want to be a foreigner. At the end of the day, you don't want to be an immigrant, you don't want to be a foreigner. You want to be legal, man. You want to be 100% legal. The feeling of legality for me is not just having my documents sorted out. I want to be able to do more. I want to be able to do more because I feel I can do more to help others. But if I live in a country that's always going to limit me based on my background, based on where I come from, there's no point living in that country anymore. My business eventually will be closed down on paper, okay? On paper. My business is going to be closed down on paper. But on the side, I'm still working, I'm still operating, and I still have my 9 to 5, which I'm working on, trying to improve certain things. I'm not gonna be, I'm not the type of a guy to just work at a company and not try to improve anything. I'm only trying to do my best to add on and see where exactly I can help until God chooses for me to be somewhere else. But right now, I'm still gonna focus on my 9 to 5, still gonna focus on my two clients right now that I'm helping with social media. I'm still focusing on that. I'm still focusing on building myself as well and fighting fighting my own doubts and trying to be the best partner I can be, trying to be the best loving partner I can be. You have all your boxes ticked, everything is checked out, you will never have to worry about anything, but there are always those certain issues that you will always have to think about, that are always going to come back to haunt you at some point in life. So that's really just all that I wanted to share with you guys today, and I hope this video was helpful to anyone, useful or helpful, however you want to put it. God bless.